My name is Chris Brock, Chrisbrock. I'm an adjunct professor at University of North Texas, and I teach multi-camera video productions. After I finished high school, I really didn't have a clue what I wanted to do. And I decided I got into Texas Tech, and I got into their art program. I wanted to pursue art. And I met a man named Clarence Cahill. And in your life, you will meet certain people that really can set the course and path for the rest of your life. Clarence was a wonderful guy. He was the chief news photographer. And he took me under his wing. I got the job, and I was shocked that I got the job. And he took me under his wing, and he taught me how to shoot with a film camera, 16mm film camera. Well, working in news, you're always on the front lines of what's going on, and I was young and dumb and fearless, and there was an instance where there was a hostage situation. It was a home invasion that went bad, and when the cops pulled up, he let go with a barrage of machine gun fire. And of course, this freaked everybody out big time. And I heard about it on my scanner in Lubbock, small town. I got there pretty quick, and when I got there, they had the guy, in the house, and they were barricaded. He's barricaded himself in, and they had a brand new tear gas gun, and they were pretty excited about using it. And I'm standing there, and they fired it into the house, but nobody did this. And the wind was blowing towards us. So I got my first tear gas initiation, and the only way I can describe that is like getting hit in the face with a wet leather belt. Grabbing my recorder, and all the cops leave, and I'm about to go, and the door pops open, and the guy walks out, and he's got a machine gun in his hand. And I can't see very well, and I don't think he can see very well, and doesn't know exactly what I am, and I hit record. I thought, if I'm gonna go, and I went to infinity, so I knew how to be in focus. And I stood there, and he stood there, and he started to raise his gun up, and a cop came around the corner and put a shotgun to his head and said, "Get down or I'll blow your head off." So he laid down, and I'm ecstatic. I'm right on top of him. I got a mic. They're yelling at him, and they're pulling guns off of him, and I'm like, yeah, I'm all over this. Nobody else is there. I got an exclusive. I can't see or breathe. I don't care. I'm getting it. And it doesn't get any better than that when you're a photographer. You're right in the middle of it. And the best job I had towards the end was at the Windstar World Casino. I had directed a poker show for them that a friend of mine in Dallas connected me up with, again, another connection. And we shot this poker show out there for a month. And I met the AV guys there that do the big screen for their concerts. And he said, "Man, I love your work. You want to work for us?" I said, "Well, let me take a look at that." And the money wasn't great, but man, it was easy. There's no setup, no teardown, no 15, 16-hour days. They only want these bands playing for 90 minutes, and all I had to do was have fun it was the best decision I ever made. That wound up lasting 9 years, and I did over 500 shows with every major musical act and comedian and entertainment act that you can think of, and I was in heaven. It was beautiful. But COVID hit. I had heard through another friend that I worked with in Dallas that they were looking for a professor here at UNT. I had my master's degree, which I hadn't looked at in 30 years, and I thought I'd give it a try. And I came here and I talked to Phyllis Slocum, who's the news director here, and we had a good chat. And she said, "Can you start in 2 weeks?" And poof, that was 3 years ago. And it was a great choice, and it's been a lot of fun. And I can't think of a better way to end my career than giving back to an industry that has given me a phenomenal career and lifestyle over the years. So I think that we really need a new generation of journalists, young journalists, who really are unbiased. Everybody's biased to a point, you can't help it, but really want to look for the facts and the truth and try your best within your capacity to give people the right information. Because if you don't have the right information, you don't make the right decisions, and you can't. If you don't believe me, look at North Korea or look at Russia, and the information you get is what you're making your choices on, and that can determine the course of history. It's important. It's very important what we do.